Okie dokie, hello, hello, hello. This is Arcanex. It's my episode, and I didn't know that until like a minute ago. So we don't have a guest today. Hooray. How you guys doing?
Is it too late to fire Wuxi?
Yes. Take
Yeah,
it from
I'd
me.
say at this point, like, and he's dead, so that might
Oh.
complicate things a bit.
I can't keep track of who's died and who hasn't died.
Well, I can.
Okay.
Well, Simon doesn't die till episode 6-7.
Yeah, I can tell you that Wacko has died, and so has Wuxi, and I am the only one that is actually still alive in the continuity of the show.
Alright, well,
true.
that's too bad. Your time will come. And I'm sure
It
we
will
have
come
scheduled
eventually.
because we have everything scheduled.
6-7.
Yeah, Wacko. It's been over 2 years now since Wacko died. I miss him so much.
I know. Yeah, it's like I can hear him right now.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's the story behind that. I still find so fascinating because I was largely not there for the inception. I actually kind of want to talk about that because I don't know if we talked about it before. Do you remember how that started?
I don't remember how it started. I might have been there. I wasn't there for the execution itself. I believe that was when I was getting surgery.
Right, I feel like Wacko would probably know.
How
How
my
it
execution
started? Yeah, I
I
know
do
it was
know.
like in between. Yeah, I know it was like in between Christmas and New Year's of 2023, which was like the early days.
Ancient times.
Yeah.
It was when Smash Max was getting big into editing, and he was like, "I want my videos to be heavily edited and look perfect." And I was like, "You know what, Smash Max? I'm gonna edit a video for you, and make it bad on purpose, so they'll blame you." And he was like, I'm gonna get you executed." And then he made the event on Vindus's birthday for no reason. And then the event got closer, and everyone was like, "What was this for?" Even Smash Max was like forgot, and I was the only one that was like, "Nah, I know why I'm dying."
I know exactly what I did to deserve this. Yeah. From my perspective, that happened while I was away at a camp in West Virginia with no internet. So I just return. I get all these notifications. I'm looking through everything, and I see that there is now suddenly an event called Wacko's Public Execution. Like, what did I miss?
I can't even remember if I saw that there was an event there until I'm sure I did. I'm pretty sure I can't. I don't know if I'm making up memories. I don't remember that far back with the
And then,
details.
like, a day-
But I can't remember if I like saw it and I was excited for it and I missed it, or if it just happened and I missed everything entirely.
And then, like, a day or two before it happened, I decided to co-opt the event and make it an actual thing, where I made this like world in Minecraft, and we all joined, and I burned him at the stake
And I rapped.
for for heresy. Yeah, and then he performed not rap battles. He just performed diss tracks on all of us.
Yeah,
there.
I was like, what if I like diss everybody and like record it and have like a whole like edited segment of, and I just didn't find time. Well, I did find time. I couldn't figure out how to like record music and make it sound well because this was in the arc where I didn't understand how microphones worked, and so all of my audio sounded awful. Like, so I didn't know how to recording a song would not sound good. I tried it for a video on Joe's channel. I never finished that. It's so like it was not good, so I didn't do it. And so when we did the event, I was like I had it planned, but I'm not gonna do it. And they're like, "No, just do it now, live." I was like, "Are you sure? Are you certain I should?" I was very nervous, and I did, and it was really bad, but.
Even
I don't
just,
know. From what I remember, the whole thing was recorded. It's somewhere on this channel. It's unlisted, I think. But I know we all said it was pretty good.
even
And Brandon was like,
even just with like a good setup with your microphone and everything, like you know how to optimize like your recording with that. It is like really hard to make recorded vocals sound good. There's a lot that you have to get right, which is something that I'm learning.
yeah. I know Brandon said something like, "This is why we have to kill him. He's too powerful."
Yeah, that's fair.
You want to read some of that lyrics? 'Cause I'm still proud of a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me pull it up. YouTube. Where is it at? Oh shoot, where's it gonna be? It's not gonna.
I
go on
remember there were
YouTube because it's
they all
not.
had like gimmicks. There was a theme to a lot of them.
I wanted, like, I didn't want to, like, 'cause the basic rhyme is A B A B C D C D E G E G or E F E F, if that makes sense. Where like you rhyme
Yeah.
every other line and then like blocks of 4. And so I did that for some of them, but I was like, I don't just want to do the same thing every time. So like with some of them, I was like, I'm gonna have every line rhyme. I'm gonna have like sections of like line, where like I don't know. I wanted it to feel like they were actually different, and I think I did okay. But also, I don't rap. And the only reason I rapped at all was because, like, one of the first times I talked to Smash Max was in, like, his live stream chat, where I would write, I was, like, bored. I was, like, literally in the middle of doing schoolwork. And then he goes live. I'm like, I'm going to listen to this while I do schoolwork. And then I just, like, was bored, so I just started writing, like, poems in chat. I'm like, just dumb stuff. Not anything, like, really serious. Just, like, I'd, like, have, like, 2 lines that were rhymed. And he'd go, wow, bars. I'm like, wow, I'm so cool. And that's like the only reason I did any of it, because of that one joke that like was brought back. I don't even know why.
I remember being in, maybe not that specifically, but I remember being in the live stream chat of Smash Max's streams during those same streams, and we're like this guy is talking a lot, but I didn't know who you were really.
Alright, Simon Cat, here it is. Simon Cat is here, and he thinks he's the best, but his skills were here to put to the test. I'll never rest until he suggests a good request to make a rhyme as good as the rest. Otherwise, I'll wait for his arrest. You're making a video that I'm in. You keep me up past 1 a.m., which is definitely your fault, and I wouldn't have done otherwise. But you're here looking like a mud. You think you can rap like me, but you're filled with animosity. My raps like my raps are like electricity. They'll go down in history. You'll be overshadowed. Your existence will be a mystery. You can't rap like me. It harms YouTube analytics. You can only sing about Sticker Star with lyrics. Keep that beanie on your head. Use it to wipe the tears in bed. That's actually not. That was pretty good. Hold on.
Lyrics
Hold
are
on.
the only thing in like the song making that I can still wrap my head around. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've learned next to nothing since that previous episode where we said we were gonna learn our skills. And, you know, part of that is because I don't have a keyboard yet. I want a keyboard that I can like plug into my computer and do some stuff with that. But also like I really have like put minimal effort into learning anything so far.
Whooshy.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't know Whooshy that much when I made this, so I made his diss track actually positive.
I think that's what I was referring to when I was saying the gimmicks.
Yeah, I said, well, there what like with Ventus, I started with like regular rap, and I moved to like he wants to nitpick stuff. I'm gonna do a haiku instead. I go, you are the Ventus, him to whom my hatred aims, refrigerator. And I was like, there we go, that works. Here's Whooshy. Whooshy says, Whooshy, I don't mean any harm. Don't be alarmed. Please don't break my arm. Don't you like my charm? Unlike the rest of this godforsaken server, Whooshy, I'd like to give a bacon cheeseburger. Just an old pal on the farm. Sit here and disarm. We spend some time in the gym. Need me, just give me a shout. I don't plan to anger him. You see, he works out. And in a fight, he'd win. And I don't want to be put down. So the roast will not begin because I know my place now.
Yeah, the know your place reference. Yeah.
So
that was
now
like,
that you know me better, do you have like really foul things to say?
I could. Yes, I have. I hate you so much more. I'm like, you know, this guy, we have a podcast. He keeps forgetting to bring guests on. Cough, 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 cough. No, I remember like after this came out like a week or so, me and Spiffy did it again because he was like, I want you to diss me harder, so I wrote more lyrics, but I don't know where that's at either. I love that stuff.
I almost feel like we should just play Mad vs. City more often.
I know. Like I remember when I wrote this and like leading up to the roast, I remember Simon Cat was like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna reference a bunch of stuff. He's probably gonna reference that time Wushu said to know his place." I was like, "Oh shoot, I should reference that." I had to go in and like add it because I forgot that was a thing that I should reference, and I just didn't tell anybody.
Well, it fit in perfectly, so.
It did. I managed to make it make sense. Dude, I love this thing. I need to make this an actual thing.
You're good. You're gonna be a rapper, or at least write lyrics.
See, I used to make cool stuff.
You're gonna be a ghostwriter.
Lyrics are
for the
really
next
fun.
up and coming rapper.
That's actively like something that I really enjoyed in my small amount
Yeah,
of musical experience.
I like
And
lyrics.
it's also the only musical experience I have is making lyrics. That's the only thing I can do by myself.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, every time I write lyrics, I'm like, wow, this flows well. This sounds good. And then I read the lyrics. And I'm like, I don't actually like the lyrics though. Even if I make it rhyme.
When you make anything creative, it's so difficult because like art is hard, dude. Like, okay, I've spent way too much time looking into like studying movies and games and music, and like if you like think about like, oh, you need to alter rhyme, you need the rhymes to, let's say, like, you need the rhymes to be interesting and complex, but also not repetitive, and you need to be varied, yada yada yada. It's a lot. But then also the words you're saying also have to make sense. You can't just say like you can't just rhyme words. You can't just go like door, floor, pour. You actually have to say something that means something and makes sense. But also the song has to like go somewhere. It's not just like lines that rhyme that sound good. They also have to mean something together and not just stand alone. And they can't just repeat the same.
Yeah,
you get like it's so many like different things you have to think about. It's difficult.
You could do random equals funny, but people won't like that. It's not good.
Yes, it requires a lot of effort.
Maybe it's just so much easier than everything else about music by comparison. But I've always felt that the writing with the lyrics is always something that I've done pretty well with. I'm always like very proud of every time I have a reason to write lyrics.
How you two been?
How have I been? I'll tell you. Todd is back. I'm working again. I'm laying Todd.
Yay.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, that means I'm laying sod. That's my job. That's what I do. And it's a seasonal job, so I didn't do it over the winter, and it sucked because I wasn't making money, and I was stressed out because I wasn't making money. And now I'm making money again, which is good.
Yeah. I feel like we need to clarify, because we made Wuxi lays sod, which is like grass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Or
like rolls
soil?
of grass. We cut rolls of grass out of the ground, and then we take it somewhere else. And then we put it on dirt.
And we made a joke that it wasn't sod, it was Todd, like a guy named Todd, and he's laying down Todd for bed. And we made that joke. And then like every week we were like, how's Todd? And we never like clarified what that meant except the first time we said it. So if you didn't see the first time, no one would understand the joke. Like, what is Todd?
Who's Todd?
So I feel like we need to like say, we need to clarify when we ask how
You know,
is Todd.
I
we're
always-
asking
I
how's
always
his
forget.
job about where he's laying sod.
Yeah, I forget that this is a podcast that people can listen to. People don't listen to it, but they can
They could
if they
wanted to.
want to.
Dude, we did the Todd bit in my Mario Kart video, and I know that because I'm very entertained by that video for some reason, and I rewatch it frequently. I don't know what's so special about it that we don't do it on the podcast, but I rewatch that video a lot.
I guess it's more special. It's like one-off.
It is. I have fond memories of it, and I'm excited to do Super Circuit for this channel for our Mario Kart series because it's just going to be the same video.
No. I have to continue that series. I have to find time.
Super Circuit.
Yeah, that's why I haven't started an Arcanex series.
I feel like there's some video that I've made that's like that, where it's like an unscripted thing that I edited where we're doing something, but I keep going back to, but I don't remember what that is, but I know I've made something like that.
Well, I made this school project where I had to make I had to make a presentation on something historical, something related to like World War II. I think I forget. I think it was World War II, and the project was like make a PowerPoint presentation, or make what was it? I forget what it was. Oh, it was like 10-page paper on something, or make like a 5-minute video. And I'm like, I'm definitely doing the 5-minute
Oh,
video.
of course.
Because I do videos. It's fine. And I remember talking about when it came out because I know I did a video and someone else did a video, and I so want to see his video because there's no way that's as good as mine, which seems egotistical because I'm egotistical and I know I'm better at videos than him. But not the point. Point is that I was thinking about that video, so I just went back. It's like 7 minutes. I went back and watched it the other day. Just like, wow, that's cool. I made this. It's actually interesting and it's cool. It's not like I like rewatching it. The pacing is a little weird because like I tried to go for a documentary approach. So like I'll explain something, and then it'll cut to like a live action shot of me like you know like in documentaries it'll cut to like a live action where like they're interviewing somebody like
Yeah.
an expert, and then they're like, well, back in this day, we didn't have food, so we all died, or something like that. So I'm acting as though I'm answering a question, even though, like, it's me, and I'm answering my own question. It's kind of dumb, but I thought it would look cool. And, the audio sounds terrible in that section. And, like, I'll, like, say, it, like, there should be more space in between when I say things and when, like, things happen, in some cases. Because, like, I'll be like, they shot the torpedo, and then I'll wait a second, and it'll play like an explosion sound, like and they hit their target. Like it was cool, but then sometimes I just like, and then they went there, and then they did it, and I'm like, I'm so fast, slow down. But it's still cool. It's still cool. I don't know if it's public. Hold up, let me check. If it's if it's public, we're linking it in this video. Whooshy, you better.
I remember that night where we were. We talked about like we recorded a podcast and then we talked about what was it, skeleton dude.
No.
Yeah, and we talked about the old wacko stuff before like the YouTube channel or something like that, and then after we finished up recording we watched it. And it was like almost everyone in our friend group was in call. We all just took turns watching each other's really old stuff, and it was fun.
Yeah, it sucked so bad.
I always love.
Well, all of our stuff did.
Like Diamond Creeper era. Those are some of my favorite things to watch because I just it brings me back to a simpler time. It was truly just. Magical starting that YouTube channel for the first time and like, pumping out all those plush videos every day.
Yeah, I mentioned that short film I made actually like yesterday, I think, because I went to a friend's house the same day that I played the stupid word song. We were talking about movies, and I was like, "Have you seen this movie?" And then they were like, "Oh, my mom's seen every movie." And I'm like, "Okay, have you seen Blade vs. Sculler?" And they go, "No." I'm like, aha, it's my movie. I know you have not seen it. Aha. It's stupid though. Don't watch it. But I had a one up.
Making movies would be fun.
Making anything whooshy. I want to make everything, and there's not enough time to make anything.
That is something I've thought about. Is how many different kinds of things I want to make, but my skill sets are limited to a smaller amount of them. I want to do it all.
I'm in a good position because I'm in a very creative friend group on both sides, both on the internet and in real life, and pretty much everybody I know has something ambitious they want to do. My buddy Len, who did Familial Gent, which I was heavily involved in, he wants to do like stuff with live action movies. He wants to do like live action indie movies, which is really fun, and I'm excited for him to go through with that. Specifically because I really want to incorporate my Blender chops into like a live action movie. I was
Right.
posting in Australia about this just today with my disgusting little.
Yeah, I
game.
saw that.
But I'm sort of practicing characters like that. I'll put it on screen. Like trying to make characters that look realistic as possible, with like texture wise and like with gross wrinkles and all that. Because I know the process of like scanning your footage into Blender and like putting models into it and like matching up the lighting, so like the camera's moving and everything. The model just looks like it's there. I'm gonna do a test with that gross little guy, which I'm excited about. But it is really fun, like what advanced like movie techniques you can do just for free on your computer. So that's what really entices me to this, and I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, I kind of got off track here, but my buddy Len, who wants to do the movies and stuff, I'm excited for him to do that because I think he'll be having me do some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that most of course my biggest interest in live action specifically, I think it's kind of weird, it comes mostly from YouTube with the kinds of things you only get with if someone is making something live action, but it's scripted, but it's just a guy and their friends.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll have more to say about this when it actually releases. But my friend is I'll have more details later. But my friend is in an indie movie that is releasing in a couple weeks, and it sort of has that. It's more professional than a YouTube video, but it sort of has that feeling to it, where it was made by a guy with a YouTube channel, and they got like YouTube artists to do it, but it's releasing in theaters, and I'm excited to see it.
See, that's cool. That's the type of stuff that I hope we'll be able to do one day, because those are always like, there's always really something special about that. It's really hard for like Hollywood to do anything impressive anymore, because they can just do anything.
Yeah. If you want impressive stuff, then you have to like Hollywood. It's like they can just do anything, so it makes it less impressive.
So it's just really cool push the limits of like what you can do with like a couple, like some guys that want to make it. That's what I like. That's what I'm interested in doing, which is good, because that's exactly what I've got the resources for.
Yeah,
but it always enamors me.
And of course, you could go down a rabbit hole for a good while about how the one type of movie that really does well in Hollywood is the like big action set piece movie that has that's supposed to take itself seriously but also has Marvel humor, and it's become just such a common style. It's like, why can't we experiment more and have something just be a slice of life, because it would fit the series more? I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Like big budget, big like stakes. I'm kind of done.
Yeah, just like adding huge epic stakes to everything.
Forrest Gump is one of the best movies, dude.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
movie's
like
awesome.
nothing.
That's great. I'm sure there's like gonna be an immediate example, but when's the last time somebody's just made like a simple like comedy just about like a two-dimensional dumb guy? Can we get more of those?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's this one show I saw recently. It's called Familial Gent. I don't know if you've heard that.
That's not one two-dimensional dumb guy. That is
No, my bad.
that is a schizophrenic nonsense is what that is. And you should watch it.
That kind of sounds like this other show I've heard of called Family Guy.
What?
You don't-
No way. That's
I have no
that's an
comment
observation.
on that statement. You're not affiliated with the Family Guy brand.
Are you sure?
Yes. Anyway, Wacko, what's up with you?
I'm glad you asked. I'm really good, honestly.
That's good.
That's good. That's good to hear.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
that in a while.
Things are going better.
Oh, thanks, Woo. You see, it's not like there's no problems. There's stuff, but like there's always stuff. I've kind of put my foot down in some areas, and I've like moved on to more wholesome people, and life's just kind of like been really good. I've been having some really fun times. I've been doing a lot of cool stuff. It's just been really like. Okay, there's something going on, but like it's a drama that's not involving me for once, and it's great. Well, it's not great. It's great that I'm not involved. How do I say this without like okay, I'm great. I'm happy. Life is perfect. It's not, but it's great. Life has been great. There's not like a lot of specific interesting stuff I could say. There is some stuff. Like this guy from work, his name is Nathan. He asked me to go shoot guns. Well, he asked me to go hunting with him. And I'm like, oh yes, I've never hunted before. And he's like, do you know how to shoot a gun? I'm like, oh yes, I've shot guns like maybe once. And so he was like, well, come to my house, we're shooting guns. So he took me to his house and we just like shot guns. We shot guns. Haha. Guess what gun we shot? A shotgun. Coincidence? We shot 2 shotguns, we shot 2 rifles. And I hit the target every time. It was great. We had this pump action shotgun. You like fire. It's so cool, dude. Guns are cool.
It's only
I'm
a
American.
I'm waiting for the day somebody offers to shoot guns with me, and then I'll have done that. I'm 100% sure it's going to happen, but it hasn't.
My
yet.
favorite character is Libertarian Wacko. It continues.
Oh my god. Remove the street signs. Let me do what I want. No, guns. I don't own any guns. I want to get at least one gun because, like, I don't know. It's America. You gotta have a gun. But, like, the idea, like, I don't like the idea of owning a bunch of guns. Not because like I'm terrified of them or because I don't like it, but just like, what am I gonna do with all these guns? I don't want to shoot them because that requires a lot of money because bullets are very expensive. Hi, Aubrey. Do you want to say hi?
Aubrey.
This is
Aubrey.
Simon Cat
Yeah, okay,
and
I
Wushi.
knew that 'cause you didn't have.
I need to. I'm like I've gotten into the mindset of whenever someone in real life finds out I do a podcast, like who you do it with, I say your real names because it makes me sound less stupid, and I have to like restrain myself from saying your real names because it's on the podcast. Hi, Aubrey. You want to say hi?
Wait, so I don't know them by their fake, or I guess by their username.
Do you want to say hi?
Oh, hi.
Hi, Aubrey.
Hello.
That's Aubrey. You need something?
Oh, yeah, I was checking to see if you want to play like Smash or something.
We can if you'd like.
Wait, who, like a Wii?
Well, we can't play with them because my internet sucks.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
But we can play after the podcast.
How long's the podcast?
Another hour.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that is weird. Some games just don't work online with you, and some do. Like Smash is one of the ones that doesn't.
On how like they're optimized. Mario Kart is like the way
Yeah.
Mario Kart is. It's mostly, I believe, mostly client side. If that makes sense, where like everything runs on your device, so like it doesn't.
Yeah, that
need the
makes
other thing.
sense.
Like that's the way that like I was learning about this. I don't remember where, but the way that they do online is if it's done client side, when you push forward, it moves you forward, and then it sends the signal to the server that you've moved forward. Where some things that need to be like more fair will send it to the server first. The server will move forward, and then it will send it back and tell you to move forward, and then you'll move forward. Because that way, the server is always correct. So like, if you shoot somebody and it hits them in everyone's game. Where
Yeah.
if it moves on your PC, but if it moves on your device first, and then sends it to the server might not be the same as your device. Because everyone's pushing stuff at the same time. It takes a second before the device gets up to date. And that's how like you can move out of someone's way and they still hit you. Because on their device, you were there. And on your device, you were somewhere else. It wasn't
Yeah.
the same.
The priority.
So, like,
I
It depends on
remember
what you need, depending on what you program. But Mario Kart
I
does it
remember
different ways,
people-
Smash does another. It's a whole thing.
complaining. It was just watching videos. I remember people complaining in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that when you hit people with items that are like swirling around you that are active, it has like the priority that if you hit them on your screen, then the person will get hit even if they didn't get hit on their screen, and people really hated it.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's essentially how that works. But yeah, it makes me so happy to hear that you are making good decisions. I don't know. I should have worded that better. But I'm glad you're doing better.
Because
Yeah,
really,
I'm supposed to go to the
mean,
beach this weekend. Cool stuff's happening.
literally not even past few weeks, past few podcast episodes. I mean, it was just like non-stop. I mean, no, I'm just saying how it is. It was just non-stop, and now you're good again, and it's putting a smile on my face.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah, like
happy.
genuinely, I'm so happy.
I'm glad. Well, I miss you guys because I've like, I don't know, like, because I want to say like the public. There is no public. We're not watched, but I'll pretend there's a public. The public might get like the misconception that like we do everything together because they only see us together. You know, like when I was growing up and I watched Stampy Longnose and he always collabed with Diabolistic Squid. I was like, they're best friends. They like live together. They see each other ever. Well, that's not true, right? Just because like you make videos with somebody doesn't mean like you talk to them every day. Doesn't mean you're best friends. You don't even have to be friends with them. It could just be work. I don't know. And
Yeah.
like, I like when we did this podcast, one of the reasons that I wanted to do it was an excuse to talk to Wushi because I didn't talk to him a lot outside of that. And at this point, I get on Discord so infrequently that it's just an excuse to get on Discord, right? Because now I have a reason that if someone's like, "Hey, you want to do something?" I'm like, "I can't. I got to do the podcast tonight." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then that's a reason for me to go home and talk to you guys and hang out and edit videos. And it's like, that's not because I don't get on Discord at all anymore. And that sucks because I never work on videos. I'm never with you guys. There's just different priorities, different things I need to get done or want to get done, and I don't like choosing. Oops, alarm's going off. Ignore that. And I don't like. I'm not complaining. I'm not like, oh, I wish I had less fun stuff to do. I wish I had to stay at home all day to edit videos because like I enjoy everything I'm doing. I'm not complaining, but it is like I'm doing less of one thing, 'cause I'm doing more of another thing, and that's sad sometimes. I'm like, I miss you guys. So I like this podcast.
Because I remember last year, like you, from our perspective, we basically were talking like almost every day in VC, and not a whole lot has really changed for me, but for other people, things have certainly changed.
I feel like I've always just been completely on and off, either every day.
Yeah,
or
yeah, Wushi's
once a month. No.
yeah, Wushi's always not as like completely frequent, but he's always there.
Yeah,
And,
Wushi like shows up and it's fun. I like at this point Wushi shows up more than me, and I'm like, dang it, I'm losing to Wushi. This can't be happening.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man.
But yeah, yeah, it's weird because things are always going back and forth with how much time we have and what things are happening. Winter, I think I've complained about this before. Winter is always the worst. It's just the worst for me because nothing ever happens.
That's why it's
like,
the best for me. It's just a little a little bit of breathing room. I need that in my life.
Yeah, it's annoying because I love having the time to work on all the things I want to do, but at a certain point it'll have been like a month or two, and I've barely been able to see my friends, and like I am enough of a not introvert to where that really starts to get to me.
That's true. That's true. It does start to drive you a little cuckoo when you go too long. I'm just my general state of being is like constantly doing something, whether it be work or hanging out with the guys, especially over the summer since I lay sod. Uh, so
Yep, I
I
feel that.
just
I feel
constantly
that.
fluctuating between everything is happening and nothing is happening. And when nothing is happening, I'm like, oh, I have all this time to do this stuff later, and I get nothing done. And when everything is happening, I'm actually a little more productive in my free time.
It's, I don't know. It's like there's so many different. You have to like determine what you're gonna make a priority. You know, are you gonna like try to make work a priority? Are you gonna try to make school a priority? Not that I have school, but you know, are you gonna make this friend a priority, that friend a priority? Right now, my YouTube channel is not, which is like I'm so glad that I ended it the time that I did, because now I do not have enough time to do it along with everything, and so I'm glad that I like set stuff up to get it done at that point. But like at the same time, because I'm not doing that, I'm not seeing you guys as much, and so I feel like maybe I should to see you guys. But I'm not making you guys a priority. You guys are a priority in my life for like 2 years, and not to say like, oh, I've moved on from you guys, but like, I'm kind of taking a break and seeing other people. But you're like family. I know like in a few months, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna come back, and you guys are gonna be there.
Calm
And that's
down
what,
is
like,
an interesting way of putting it.
I'm looking forward to when that happens because I know it will happen. I don't see myself ever drifting away for too long, just because like there are still things that I want to do, not like necessarily related to the group, but stuff that I want to do creatively, and I want to show you guys. And I'll be in call while I work on it, and like I'm not really working on anything right now, but the moment I start working on it, I'm gonna be in call.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I need a cool load on Tomodachi Life because I actually do have stuff I'm working on. That game came out. That's a thing that happened between episodes.
Yeah, I feel like if in terms of like bi-week discussion, that is if I'm not working on videos, that is what I'm doing usually.
I mean, it's,
Yep.
it's
How
playing
is that?
Tomodachi Life.
I'm not playing it as much as I did when it came out because that's how that
Yeah,
works.
same.
But
Because that's how that works.
yes, it is. But I have not gotten much done on my video. One, because I'm storyboarding for the next episode of Familial Gent. Two, because Tomodachi Life. And three, because I'm having way too much fun sculpting like realistic characters in Blender. That's like my new favorite thing to do right now. It's like a weird like it's like a special interest, but I'm not autistic, you know?
Well, okay, you meant hyperfixation. Special interest is not a term. I don't believe.
People
It's-
call it
it's
that.
weird.
Is this just a thing in? Is this what the people I know call it?
Well, the term. I think you're looking for the term hyperfixation. I don't.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never heard
another
it
way to
called special
word it.
interest.
People say that, don't they? It's just a me
Yeah,
thing?
people say a lot of
Special
things,
interest.
Wushi.
People. That is true. People do say a lot of things.
But yeah, I've still been immensely enjoying checking in on the Dachi, the Luke's Empire for a while. That's, you don't understand really why I call it that.
We're the wrong friend group, dude.
Yeah, but that game is essentially came out at not the perfect time. That's not what am I trying to say? It is the perfect game for our friend group to play all at the same time in call.
It's such
Yeah,
a.
I see that.
That's the game at its best. That's what I think the game is just
Yeah.
like getting it at the same time as all your friends, because literally everyone I know is playing this game except for Wacko. You get it
Wow,
at the same
thanks.
time as your friends, and you post what your Miis are doing. And I'm in like multiple different servers where we made a chat for it to send what our Miis are doing, and that's just
Yep.
that's what the game is. That's the beauty of it. You just it's
Yeah, you send the-
experience that you share with your friends, despite not being a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it is kind of like single player, almost
Rub it in, why don't ya?
like kind of like single player Jackbox, where you just send each other the most ridiculous things you see, and because we're all in call when it happens, we'll just be like laughing for like 5
You'll
minutes
just hear
at some
random, like,
stupid thing that happens.
out of context, like, just the best stuff. I mean, just tonight when we were playing together, I randomly spouted out, why is everyone in love with Chris Hansen? And that's the only conversation where that sentence makes sense.
Yeah. Wacko, I made the completionist a celebrity in it.
On purpose?
Yeah. So now everyone talks about the completionist. Ventus kept going on about how Squeaker, who friend of the show, and Wacko were. I think like one of them was in love with each other, and that's like the romance thing of the game is one of the funniest things. There's a lot of funny things that can happen, but.
In Dashel, I made Dashel and I made Wacko. You can just make like little critters for the characters to play with, and now Wacko runs around with Dashel, and it's great.
I want Dashel to be real.
After seeing what it's like, I can't blame you. Seeing what a good time you'd have with them.
With Dashel.
Wait, maybe I have Dashel. Maybe that's why I'm so happy right now. I like got Dashel and didn't realize.
Oh, you were just in the pit of 100 trials. That was what's going on.
Oh my gosh! I've gone through the real life pit of 100 trials and I've got Dashel.
You cleared all 100 trials.
You made it.
You have Dashel.
You're never gonna struggle in life again. You can run fast.
And all of those
can run.
100 trials were unwholesome people and drunk.
Oh god.
But yeah, I like the food items. The food items in the game are hilarious because
I love eating my guys' grape nuts and nuclear waste and mud.
I made the Wacko logo a food item Wacko. So I can just drop it in their arms and they'll say yum and eat it all up.
I really wish item sharing wasn't like a local multiplayer only thing. And like, I really wish we could exchange. They're probably gonna add it in an update, but I really wish we could exchange our characters and our custom stuff.
Yeah, there's like we set up our like a whole like text thread in our server for it where we can. There's just a wall of screenshots and videos.
It hasn't
you can
really
look
slowed
through.
down since the game came out.
I like part of me wants to get the game to like experience this, but I know it's not the kind of game I would enjoy.
Right.
And so I'm just gonna sit there and be like, wow, look, I'm look, that's cool, ha. And then I'll be like, okay, and then stop playing immediately.
Yeah,
I swear.
I know a few people like that where it's like, I get why you're not buying this game. It's a really easy game to like, you buy it and you have a lot of fun with it, and then you never touch it again. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna have that with this game because a lot of what this game is just seeing everything happen for the first time.
I mean, I've been able to gather what kind of the like Wacko's specific tastes in games and what kinds of games he does and doesn't play. Like I think what made me realize it was I think it was like Nikes. I was arguing. Nikes and I were arguing with Wacko about Animal Crossing. I was like, oh, he doesn't like those kind of games.
What? Okay, I'm not. Okay, we're not. This is not. I was having a good day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ruined it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Dang. Related to Simon Cat.
So I was watching a Nikes Studio videos about Spines box arts. That was what inspired. Yeah, the box arts.
It's like the only video.
The Switch
art guy?
Spines.
No,
Switch Spines. That I can speak. Yeah, that's what inspired me to put the spines on all the Switch cases. I have since acquired new Switch cases.
Wait, have you done that?
Yeah. Wait. Have I not shown you? No, I've definitely shown you, Wacko.
You've not shown me. You might have shown the Discord, and I've just not been up to date. which
Oh,
is
this
fair.
was like a while ago. It was like early.
seen it.
It was like maybe early this year. Oh no, it was last year.
Well, I was not aware.
I know for
Hold up, Wooshi, you got visuals, right? Do you have visuals?
No, I didn't pull up OBS because none of us have our face cams on.
Well,
Wooshi,
it's
you
fine.
still need to
It's
record
fine. It's
OBS for
fine.
backup.
It's audio only. I know for a fact.
Okay, this
I
is why I gotta
should've
add
pulled
this to
up
my
'cause
diss track
now
of
I'm gonna
Wooshi.
have to sync this up without it. I forgot to do that. Can we do like a can we do a syncing thing real quick?
Yeah, Slimy Cat, just like put your hand on your front of the and like snap or something. Or turn to your face and
Oh,
then just,
well, let me
like,
pull up
speak.
OBS
and he'll add the audio.
before you do that.
Wait, Wooshi, you can't try to sync it up when you haven't started recording yet.
Know your place. Anyway,
Okay.
Wacko, I know for a fact you've seen one of these before because
I have seen one of these before. I have seen one of these. It's in recording. My face is there.
So it's pretty cool.
See, that looks so much better.
Yeah, the best part about it is just so I can look at it and see what game it actually is, because literally when I was sifting through games at Too Many Games, I just didn't bother looking through the Switch games because I had to turn my head sideways and squint to read what game it was. It was awful.
The Switch 2 has done it better. Not
It
perfect. I
has.
don't think it's
Like,
like
that's Donkey
basic
Kong
text.
Bonanza.
Use
The one
the
Switch
logo,
2 case I
please.
have.
But still,
Yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah, the one I showed Wacko. Oh.
Now, is there a reason for that? Is there a reason for using the messenger spine on was it Yoshi's Crafted World?
Not particularly. I was like, I don't really care about Yoshi's Crafted World. What's something funny I can replace it with? The messenger.
Wait, I just remembered. I bought the messenger physical release, like the original copy. Which is like really expensive now. It's like over $100. There was a second release. I don't have that one, but technically, I showed that in the second to last Wacko video. So technically, now that $100 purchase is a tax write-off.
I love tax write-offs. Just buying stupid things as tax write-offs for YouTube videos. It works every time. It's guaranteed to work. Don't sue me if it doesn't.
You should try it.
Yeah, you should try it. Try it at home.
I mean, the way tax write-offs work doesn't matter because I haven't made any money, so I can't get profits to write it off of. So, oops.
I also have Super Mario Brothers 35 here, a real legit physical copy of Super Mario Brothers 35.
Yeah, don't rotate that, or we'll see that it's like Mario 3 All Stars. Yeah, it's completely
From the
same game.
anniversary.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't get to experience 35. That was like right before I got a Switch.
I barely experienced it. I wasn't into it.
I played it a bit. It's kind of it was kind of unremarkable, but it was fun.
Well, sorry, Cat.
Yeah.
Do you remember last Sunday?
That was not when we recorded, right? What was that?
No, we recorded last Monday.
Right. What was last Sunday?
Last Sunday. Well, last Sunday was a big day, apparently. I was talking to some friends all day. I got off work.
Oh!
When I got off work, I got a call. I got like multiple calls and multiple people trying to like meet up. Because like I still go to Waffle House quite often after work to hang out. And so, after work, one coworker that had gone home wanted me to pick her up to go to Waffle House. A different coworker that worked that night was gonna go to Waffle House, but she wanted her brother wanted to go, who's like 11, and he was like, I want to go. So we had to go. So I had to go pick up this brother. I had to go pick up that other coworker. I had a table in the back of my car that I had back there for like other reasons for that happened that day that I couldn't have in the back of the car because I couldn't fit all the people in. So I had to go take a detour to drop that off and then go pick people. It was a whole event. And I was getting all these people, and then there was a second group of people that also showed up, and like was trying to help me pick up these other people. And then in the middle of it, Simon Cat just calls me like, "Yo, what you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to get this stuff. I'm trying to get the people. We're going to Waffle House. What do you want?" And I was not expecting a Simon Cat call. And so I started passing the phone around. I was like, "Yeah, talk to Simon Cat. Talk to Simon Cat. I don't want to talk to him right now."
I was a little confused at first, and then I realized, oh, I called Wacko at the busiest possible time for him, because in my head I was like, oh, Wacko hasn't been on call. I want to talk to Wacko and just chat, because I have a drive home, and I'm bored, so I want to talk to Wacko and see how he's doing. And it was the busiest possible time for him.
Yeah, if you call me like right after work, it's usually like I'm getting people. I'm going to Waffle House. It's gonna be a party. I'll answer, but I'm gonna be a little busy.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet some people.
Yeah, and it's funny from my perspective of being around. Okay, I'm not gonna call the people I hang around with in person normal, because I don't think really any person is normal, but people who have normal sleep schedules.
Oh.
Because I was just on my peaceful drive home from that at like 10. And meanwhile Wacko is on his way to a party.
Mine even starts at 10.
Yeah. Which I found that really funny. Actually, I could just talk about this because I find it funny. Yesterday, on that same event, we were Lasagna was late, and the reason he was late was because he was texting in the group chat is like, where are you guys? I don't see you. It's like, we're meeting at the house. He's like, oh, we're not meeting at Wingstop.
What?
which we still we were so confused by where he got the idea that we were going to meet up at Wingstop, because we had mentioned that we were going to have wings, but no one mentioned going to Wingstop specifically and meeting up there. So it was just that thing where he shows up, we make fun of him, we laugh a bit about it, and then it just continues. Every continuous person who walked in was like, I'm very fascinated by where Lasagna thinks we're meeting up.
Yeah, he's just like trying to like predict your actions and get it wrong.
Actually, I just want to keep telling the stories, because I have another one. I think that was it was the other one before that. We were playing Super Fight. Wushi, I told you about Super Fight, right?
Yeah.
The card game. Yeah. They had the Mario Brothers card, a character card, and then the attribute card was there are 3 of them, and for some reason the millennial guy interpreted that as there being a third Mario brother. So my other friend was like, what would the color of the third Mario brother be? And he was like, Italian.
Oh my god.
And quite possibly the best part was that he said that in full sincerity, not even trying to make a joke. He just said that, not even trying to make a joke, just said Italian.
Dude, I've always wanted to play Super Fight ever since the Scott Sesh video, and I haven't been able to find it.
Okay, I'll bring it when you show up to Craig Scruzzo's. All right, we'll play it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta play Super Fight. Man,
It's
the card game.
Yeah.
I have that card game. We never played that card game.
Put it on the list.
Wacko, I literally. What was funny was that
I'll go with the list. Hold on.
I think I had it in my backpack, and I had brought it to both Too Many Games and when I visited you last year, and then we never ended up playing it. But
No. You didn't bring it. We went to like.
That's right. Yeah, we went to the mall and yeah, you bought it. That's right.
We went to the wrong mall actually, because I didn't know that 2 different malls both had the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Weren't we like walking around like this outdoor like mall complex, for like a while until we realized there was another one.
Well, yeah, because okay. We were gonna go to this mall in North Carolina called Crabtree. It's in Raleigh, and I was like, I forgot the name Crabtree at the time. I was like, I know that there's a I already forgot, a Cheesecake Factory. So I just got directed to the Cheesecake Factory in Raleigh, and I went. And from what I remember, the Crabtree Mall is like, it's partially underground technically. So like you're on the surface, you're on the ground, and you can walk in the mall, and then like the mall is big, and you're on the second story already. So you can go downstairs into what's like essentially the basement, and you can just walk outside, and you're like in a parking garage, which is underground. And so when I looked up, go to the Cheesecake Factory, when we showed up, and we walked out onto this like mall, it was like a food court area, like it was outside, and I was thinking, oh, maybe this is just the top story, and we had to go underground, because I knew there was an underground. But no, we were just in a different mall. I didn't know there were two separate malls with two different Cheesecake Factories. So, oops, wrong mall.
It was also super hot.
It was very hot, but it was fine.
Yeah, Wushi, where I forget. Are we meeting up at the where are we meeting up first? The Craig's Cruisers or that cow restaurant?
I think Craig's Cruisers was more often discussed. And
it
quite
was,
frankly,
yeah.
I don't even know where the cow restaurant is.
Yeah, I'm not saying the name of it because it's very close to where I live. But yeah, I figured if we're going the meeting somewhere in between the two of us, Craig's Cruisers would definitely be the way to go.
I'm not close to Craig's Cruisers, but I'm not 20 hours away from it either.
Same. I'm like almost 20 hours away from it.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, Wacko was invited to Craig's Cruisers. It's where I'll be graduating.
Hey Siri. Directions to Craig's Cruisers.
Okay, I found this on the web for directions.
Why would you not just...
Check it out.
Why would you Google that? Go to... Okay. Siri... I hate this. Oh my goodness. You know, last Saturday... it was last Saturday. I was asked to help support? What's the term I'm looking for? Help volunteer at a pancake breakfast to raise money for a thing called... What's it called?
Charity.
What? Yes, for charity. For Relay for Life. Let me look this up. I don't want to... Okay. We're going to do some... I'm going to pretend like I knew this the whole time. Relay for Life. I think it's a cancer thing?
Wushi, edit this so Wacko knows what he's talking about.
Yes. Whatever. Relay for Life, cancer. Okay, we did a pancake breakfast where you could come in and buy a pancake breakfast. I don't know how. I think it was like $5, $10, I forget. And then the money goes to support cancer research or fighting. I don't know. It's something related to cancer. Hopefully it's helping and not hurting, but I didn't ask. But they did it at my job, the diner I work at, where the owner let them use the building and the staff could volunteer to help out, and they'd make pancakes and then pass them out, and everyone could come inside and eat, and the money went to charity. And they gave us $20 for some, like, they're like, you can volunteer and we'll give you $20. I'm like, that's not
volunteering,
work, but
yeah.
okay. I'm just getting paid. That's fine. And so I got up at like 5 in the morning, took a shower, and went to work to like volunteer at this pancake breakfast. And barely anyone to show. I was told by most people were like, I might show. And then like there was 3 of us, me and 2 other people. And we were like, well, that's not true. Me and 2 other people that were like handing out pancakes. And there was like 1 lady in charge, and there was like 2 people cooking them. But I thought there'd be like 5 or 6. Because I talked to people, and they said they might make it, and they didn't. But it's fine, because it was the most boring thing I've ever been to in my life. Because, like, because of 3 of us, they were like, hey, because there was also, let me calm down and rephrase what I'm saying. Because it was a charity, we had people from the charity also there helping out, and they did, like, most of the work. They asked people what they wanted. They took the orders. They put them up. They handed the food out. and so we were kind of just there as like supporting. So we like would get drinks, but like because we did barely anything, one of my like bosses was like, hey, how about you just like get doors, right? So when people come in, you can open the door for them, close the door, be like, hey, how are you? Welcome to the pancake breakfast.
The fun
And that's what I did.
jobs.
And so for 2 hours, I stood next to the door and just stared outside, waiting for people to show up. Other people would like get drinks or whatever, and then when everything was done, they just stand around talking to each other. Well, I stood on the far end of the room, away from everybody else, holding the door for nobody.
You know, I
hated it. It was the worst day of my life.
At first I was thinking like that can't be that can't be boring at all when pancakes are involved, but you are just standing in one spot away from everyone for hours.
Yep.
The jobs where you're
If I was
doing
any
nothing
other
are,
position.
like actively way worse than like really physically demanding, like actively unpleasant physically jobs, just because you're not bored.
Like, at the diner, there's like 3 states. There's incredibly busy with a bunch of people, and everybody needs your attention. Everybody needs something, and you're running around to try to help everybody. And that is like entertaining, but it's also stressful, depending on how the things are. It's like if there's a lot of people there. Okay, if there's a lot of employees there, and everyone's doing their own part, and everyone's helping out, and everything's getting done, it's really fun. It's honestly like hectic and awesome. You're like yelling at each other, and you're like, "Get this, get that done! Oh, we need this! Anyone have?" It's I love my
it's
job.
like overcooked.
It's great. It genuinely is. It's great. And then like after that, there's like moderate, where like you're just like keep making sure things are done, working on some side stuff, whatever. And it's fine. It's enjoyable. You have more time to like talk to each other, but you're still doing your job. And then there's a time where nothing is happening, and like yeah, you can clean. And like I remember this one day, we were like standing around, nothing was happening, and the boss was like, "Hey, you can be cleaning." So he cleaned everything. And then we were like, well, now what? He's like, well, okay, now you can talk if you want. So we just stood around talking because everything was already clean. So we just stood there, and it was fine. But like that was like this was that, but to an extreme of I couldn't even talk. It sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I mean a boring job would get old of it eventually, but I don't think I would really mind it even if I was like by myself, because I can just look at things and be in the atmosphere. I don't know.
I suppose
I would like that.
should
I would
be
like
the
that.
last person to mind it, since when I'm not working, I set out like 2 hours out of my day just to like walk in silence,
Right.
not doing anything. I never mind like the opportunity just to sit around and think, but I don't know. For some reason, when I'm getting paid to do it, it's worse. if I am doing it because I have
bad.
It's certain. There are certain points where you would probably question what exactly am I getting paid for, but
Yeah. You guys should come work at my job. Brandon said he was coming, and he's not here yet. I don't know if he's like on the way. He might hit traffic.
you know,
Did we call him last episode to ask him? Or was it yeah, I think it was.
Waka, you should come over here and lay sod with me. I could probably convince my boss to let you lay sod for a day.
Well, would he let me work one day?
Yeah, probably. He doesn't really care.
Okay, I'm gonna come work one day, and it's like, okay, I'm going on vacation. I'm gonna see my buddy. And I was like, what'd you do on vacation? I'm like, they put me to work. This vacation sucks. It'd be cool though. It'd be cool.
yeah, I would definitely try to. I feel like it would be a fun time if I worked at that diner. If I lived in North Carolina, but the only problem is
North Carolina.
the only problem if I actually tried to call is that why is this number from? We're not hiring.
I mean, okay.
Actually, wait.
was
Why did I say that? Cut that out.
Just bleep that. You know, there was a time where we were not busy at all, and there was like 3 of us just waiting around. And I was just like, I definitely told the story already, where I just called the store on my own phone, like, hi, and they're like, please stop calling. I got Jeffrey to call, and I was taking Smash Packs, like, Smash Packs, please call the store. You know, if we were like a dead night where nothing's happening, I'm definitely gonna be like, Simon Cat, please call. It would be funny. If we're busy, they're like, what are you doing? But if we're not, you can just call and be like, yo, what's up?
Hi, can I have exclusively pancakes? Like, a big box, a dozen of them.
Well, we don't serve pancakes. That was a special event.
I know, that's why I said that.
Do you have it?
Oh.
Something that one of my buddies was doing was like really. It was like prank calls, but it was really mundane, like conversation, like just asking for something normal, but something they don't have, like asking Walmart if they had ocean water and stuff like that. It was just like a normal conversation. So it was like, hey, do you guys have ocean water? And they were like, no. And he was like, okay, you have a wonderful day. And that was the prank call. He was doing that for like a whole half hour, and it was everyone was in the room holding back laughter because he was asking for ocean water.
Dude, that's actually really good.
I
It's
feel
like wholesome.
that's
and
like
not,
that's
not
like
terrorizing.
that's like the kind of call you remember and you tell people about.
One of them was like he was calling a store. He hadn't even been there that day, but he was like, hey, I was in the store. Tell your guys they're doing a great job. That they were doing a real. There was great service you had there.
Yeah, it's wholesome stuff.
The other one, other times he was asking for. There were some more that fell under the, like, more under the criteria of like an actual prank call where it's just like do you? One of them was like, do you guys have gross tacos?
What?
just isn't anything. Just like the least creative thing to prank call over, and made it the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, just call like a Lowe's and say, do you guys still have the bacon something supreme whatever menu item? And they're
At
like,
Lowe's?
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you also have the bacon supreme?
the funniest ones were just like just a real conversation that could happen, just like purely at the concept that it is a prank call.
Like, you just like ask serious questions and they're giving you serious answers, like, he doesn't know that I actually don't care.
Yeah, that's really
And
good.
that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're mean.
First of all, it wasn't me doing it. Second of all,
Oh.
most of them were very pleasant conversations.
Well, we should have an like okay. There should be an episode of Arcanex where we call people.
Yes.
What episode? Give me a number.
48.
Hold on.
48.
Hold on.
I mean, well,
Hold
okay.
on.
What I'm picturing is not like I'm not the biggest fan of like the textbook definition of prank calls. Like I like it more when it's someone we know, but so that's what I'm mainly on board
Prank
with. But
calls and episode 48 said in episode 30. It's episode 39, by the way. I don't know if you didn't say that earlier. Wicked episode, Arcanex episode 39. Yeah, okay. Well, we don't have to call people we don't know. We could call Lowe's and be like, yo, do you guys have ocean water? We could do that. But we also just could call like Simon Cat's mom. Like we call Simon Cat's mom. Well, you can ask her beforehand. We don't have to like do it out of the blue. But you can ask her.
well, so
we called my dad last episode.
we did,
episode,
yeah.
What was it, 37?
You did.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I did.
Well, I mentioned this before we started recording, but Ventus keeps bringing up to me how funny it is that you replied to my mom's Facebook comment.
Yeah,
because my mom was
mom
like,
was-
yeah, we have a new driver, and it's my sister. And Wacko just replied saying, "We're all gonna die."
I did. I thought it was very funny, and no one cared except Ventus for some reason.
That is like what an actual family member would comment on that sort of Facebook post. It's just like you're a part of the group.
Literally, yeah. I mean,
Hold on, I have to find this.
everything Facebook related, cause I open it like once like a month, and Ventus tells me about everything that happens on there, which is very, I don't know. Ventus is a funny guy. But yeah,
I'm afraid Ventus is gonna learn too much about me.
There's this person I know. He's like 30, and he's like because Facebook will recommend you random people to be friends with, that you may know, and I've barely spoken to him almost like ever, but Ventus just keeps messaging him, and they'll have like regular conversations about Kingdom Hearts and stuff. Like, okay, good for you.
I went to my dad's. My dad works at a. My dad works. I don't know if I should say where my dad works. I don't want to dox him. I don't think it would dox him. It doesn't matter. He works at this place, and then I went to hang out, like, because I had to like leave work at one point and like have like an hour to kill, and I just went there to hang out and talk to him because he gets bored at work, and I'm allowed to. They don't care. And this other woman that works there brought her daughter, who's like 8, and I was talking to her because she's the most interesting person there, because everyone else is like, let me do taxes, and she's like, yo, I play video games. I'm like, whoa, cool. But her name was Kyrie, named after Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell Vince, Kingdom Hearts person right here.
It's
cool.
I found Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts. I have to tell Ventus.
I was gonna say, because like we're talking about like we're putting dumb stuff on each other's Facebook post. I posted, like, this person I know sent me a pic. Well, it's a group chat. One of my coworkers sent a picture of like a baby holding all of their money that they made that night. It was like their like cousin. No, I think it was their niece, just like holding like wads of money. And I was like, you know what? I can top that, because I have a safe box with a bunch of cash in it that I saved up like multiple years ago and locked away and haven't touched. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna brag, and took it all out and took a picture of me holding it. I was like, look at me, I got wads too. And then my dad comments on it going, no, and that's it. He just said
no.
And I don't know why.
That's so random.
He's probably like, Wyatt, don't look thug, don't look gangsta. What are you doing? He didn't say that. He just said no. I was like, that's great. That's actually really good. I couldn't think of a better thing for him to say.
How long have we been recording? I haven't been looking. Oh, a normal amount of time. Cool.
1 hour
Yeah.
and 21
We could
minutes
end it
and
at any
54
point now if you
seconds
want,
and
but-
55 seconds and 56 seconds.
When's the last time we had
Apparently
a
I
short
gotta go play Smash Bros.
episode? I feel like they've all been like 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how that keeps happening.
Well, I've always said it from the start. I was like, I think the target should be 1 hour to 1.5 hours, somewhere between there. And Sammy goes, it should be 1.5 hours to 2 hours, somewhere around there. So the middle ground is just 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think an hour and a half is a good time to. Oh, we were exactly an hour and a half in the last episode.
Oh, were we?
Well, hold on. Is the last episode out?
Well, not exactly. There's some
should not-
seconds, but. Oh,
Is it
or
out yet?
no, that one's not out. But the most recent public episode.
I find
The
it.
Jeffrey episode. I should not say his last. Cut out his last. The Jeffrey episode.
Gotta
Oops.
Do some editing. this
Yeah,
time.
as fun as that was, I don't know if half in person, half Discord is the way to go. As cool as Jeffrey is.
Yeah.
Like
That
I think
episode was a-
I like to
yeah.
I like to think the one we did where it was the three of us with Smash Max and Wushi was asleep worked. But one could have also made the argument that we all should have just gone to bed instead of recording that.
That's true.
And one could have said that as well. Meanwhile, Wushi's like, did that even happen?
Did it?
Wish he wasn't there. Wish he wasn't there. Did you guys know the episode, The Great Book of Mario, size 7 has a dislike?
Oh,
Size 7.
find him.
I
Find
don't know.
him.
I'm just looking through it. Like, I find it interesting what videos randomly have dislike. Like, Not a Fishing Podcast, episode 4, with The Real Ghost and Jay Schlatt has a dislike. Which is fair, because we say
that
it
one
has
I
Jay Schlatt, and he's
understand.
not in it. As like a joke. I get that. Why size 7? What happened to size 7? Were they watching the first part and thought that they just went downhill with this episode?
What's like what
That
was
is
the
a
thumbnail of that
fascinating
one?
thing
Was
to
it like
me.
the door guy saying like dolphin or whatever?
I am a dolphin.
Yeah, he really didn't like dolphins.
I mean, I can
Maybe.
understand not being interested in our Great Book of Mario series, but like to actively like
only
find
7.
it, to find it like
This is the most
Would be-
offensive thing I've seen.
yeah.
To dislike it? You know how much effort it takes to dislike it? It takes more effort to dislike it than it does to just not watch the video.
That is, you know, that series, I went back and watched some of the episodes with the funny moments. There are specific moments that I'll go back to and that I really like. Mainly the what was it, the Thanksgiving thing? Episode 6 I think is the best one, size 6.
That series had
I
some
think-
really good. I think one thing that we really should have done when we were recording it is read out all the text that we were laughing at. Because as someone that like just like listens to things, that doesn't like to have to direct my eyes constantly to what I'm watching, it is probably not a series I would watch if we hadn't made it.
Right. So that is something another thing that I noticed when editing that I couldn't really do anything about once I realized it without just re-recording the series. Something we would definitely do better if we were to do it now.
So this would take
was-
forever. The series probably wouldn't be out yet if you did this. But something we did for a Team 1-Up video, we were on character AI, messing with the characters. And we didn't read out a lot of the text. And what Nick did when he was editing was he just had like text-to-speech voice reading it out.
Yeah, so the idea I had that would that was, you know, not that hard to come up with, that we probably should have done from the start, that is a fair criticism of the series, is we should have just voice acted it. We should have just dubbed and read all the text. Is what we should have done. Yeah. It also would have, not only if you're just listening to it would you get what everything that the characters are saying, but it also make it just funnier because we have to say
more
it.
fun.
Yeah, because we
That
have to
would've been
say
fun
all
to
the
We have to, like,
things.
pay attention.
Any excuse to do voice acting and do like funny voices,
Yeah.
especially for like wacky characters like Super Paper Mario.
Huh?
That would have been so fun.
Yeah,
Like,
if we
casting
were
each other
to
as the different characters,
Yeah.
that would have been.
if
great.
we would have done that today, that's definitely something we would do.
Yeah. I think we've learned more about how, like, to make good stuff. It's been, like, I feel like we're better at our craft. It took us a long time to get there, but I think we're good at it.
Yeah, I that is video making creative things is an ever complex process where you don't like what you make really ever unless you sometimes do, and then it's really
Hey.
cool.
I'm proud. I think it's a lot of stuff I've made is stupid, but I like it. It's cool.
That
Right,
is-
because like my because my channel, you can absolutely criticize it a ton, and I probably would do it more than anyone else, but I still I still wouldn't do it in that in sort of a man, this is no good kind of way, because it just wouldn't, it wouldn't make sense. It's for what it actually was, it had a lot of things going for it, and it was ridiculously fun to make, and with a ton of memories and people that went into it, and it was a great time, and we still look back on it. So of course like, I'm just saying very, very obvious stuff at this point, but once you get, but it also, of course, the more you do it, the better you get. So the not quality things are always necessary.
I think that's
Yeah.
a part of the reason, like, I have such a hyperfixation, a special interest, whatever we're gonna call it, with like Blender. Something that you'll learn if you become a 3D artist is that you will like constantly make stuff that like surprises you. You'll constantly impress yourself with like things that you had no idea you were able to make. Like every time you learn something new, it's it is like the most rewarding thing I have ever learned, and that's why I'm so excited to incorporate like new styles and stuff into different things, like trying to do realistic characters, trying to do cartoon characters, and trying to do different background styles and cool lighting and all that. It's the most rewarding thing ever. It's great.
It's fun.
It's work. It's art.
Yeah,
It's
it's fun, and
Like-
but it's also not fun at times. But that's okay, because you still do it.
Dude, well, hold on. I was talking to someone about this the other day of like, what does fun mean? You know, like we've all played Minecraft, and if you're gonna play Minecraft, so much of the game is not fun, right? Like I talk about this a bit in my video, I think, where like, you know, if you want to go make a wooden house, you have to spend 10-20 minutes going to collect a bunch of wood, and then you can do the creative part where you're building the house, and building it is fun. But the 10-20 minutes of where you're just chopping down tree, is that fun? Like, it feels rewarding. Like, it's satisfying. And, like, you feel like you're making progress, and that's cool. But, like, would you consider it fun? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, people
I don't
who
understand human enjoyment.
right. I mean, people who. It's also I think something that I like thinking about a lot is the subjective aspect to it, and how people will find things fun that other people just do not.
It's just
And
Yeah.
anything. I think the aspect of like dreaming, you know, like as you're making something, you are picturing how awesome it's gonna be when it's done, and you're not necessarily having fun, but just like being able to picture it as you're doing it. That's why you enjoy it. That's why. I mean, it's the same as like having a cool idea for like making a show, you know. A lot of my buddies are doing that. Obviously, like a lot of what goes into that is just really, really tedious work. But it's the part that you enjoy is like coming up with all the ideas and all the bits and jokes that you're gonna do and the visuals.
yeah,
So you
I
have
mean,
to-
we all. I think it's something we can all relate to when we're editing, where we spend once we actually finish like a certain like section or something of a video,
And you're proud of
yeah, and we go back and watch it a little too many times.
I think, yeah, literally every single cool thing that I make,
Yeah.
I could save so much time just by not replaying the cool stuff I do over and over again. But it's always so. That's a big problem with my current. I can get so much more done with my current video, like during my sessions, if I wouldn't just like constantly replay the cool parts instead of work on it more.
Yeah.
Like, do you like? I don't think I don't. A joke that I kept asking. Let me start this when it's over. I kept making fun of Smash Banks because I kept asking him what his favorite video was, and it kept just saying the newest one, and like that's so cliche. You gotta have a favorite video. What's wrong with you? But like honestly, your newest one should be your favorite because like you should improve with each one. But like I don't have a favorite because like I think some videos are better written than others. I think some videos are better ideas than others. I think some videos have better editing. So like, you know, I think the FPS video having the big fight scene is cool, but like it's not great. It's not great for pacing, but it's cool, right? The Minecraft video I think is my favorite topic, and I think it's like it's good in some ways, but it's also it's long on purpose because I wanted to say everything I wanted to. I didn't want to cut out anything, and so I feel like it gets rambly at sometimes. You know, the Paper Mario video is cool, but like I think it's mostly about each game, and at the end I go in depth about one specific aspect, where the video should have been more about that specific aspect, I think. You know, I think each video has their own, like, the ghost trick video. I love the ghost trick video. I don't like the topic. I think it's kind of specific. It's not my favorite. But I love the editing in it, right? I love the jokes in it. I love the skit in it, you know? And so I think each video having its own personality. It was like, I like this video for this reason, this video for this reason. I don't have a favorite. But each one's good for its own reason.
That was a
Yeah.
big like underlying point I was sort of making in 10 Years Deep of like I always like hear people like talking about like their favorite thing, and it's just like I none of my stuff is like the jack of all trades that like represents like everything of this is what I want to represent what I do. You know, none of my videos are like that. I want one like that. I would love if I could have that.
Right. I always try to make videos with that goal in mind, but it doesn't always work out that way.
I mean, even my current video already, that was the goal I had in mind, and already I'm feeling like, yeah, maybe the next one after this will be the one.
No.
But yeah. Oh, no, it's the stuff I want to do on my channel is too inconsistent. Even when now that I have like a consistent thing that I'm gonna be going for, like every video will be so vastly different. I can tell already. I won't have one to point to as like this is what I do.
Yeah.
It's just I am excited to have them out. Because right now I don't really like pointing at Wushi's property because absolutely none of the videos reflect what I'm moving on to.
No, wait. Dude, you know where Wacko started? Before it was named Wacko.
Right.
I talked about this in like episode 4. No? Episode 6 with cake? Or coffee? I think it was. Where I started content basically on TikTok where I was making Among Us videos.
Oh, that's right.
And,
we were talking about this.
Those still get views for some reason. But then a coworker was like, "Oh yeah, I was watching your Among Us videos." I was like, "You what? Why did you go that far back? Why is that what you're watching? No. Those suck so bad. But you know, if that's what you want to watch, I guess it's
I don't know.
there.
I mean, I think I would have that kind of reaction, but I wouldn't be as like very shocked and like I had something to hide unless it was the political era.
Oh, well, that's hidden enough. On that. I think.
I
mean, you probably could find it. It's not. Don't look for it.
I like bringing that up to be funny because I'm annoying.
It's fine. The most political area I got is I got the Why It's Wisdom. You know, that's like it's politically cleaned up. Where like it's still political, but it's not canceled because I'm not an idiot.
That's something that I sort of appreciate about Why It's Wisdom when I go and like peek into that world is just actually being able to talk about a political subject from just as if you're an outsider. That's a valuable skill that a lot of people lack.
Yes.
Literally.
It's so frustrating. That's why I got out of it, because it was everyone's stupid. Not everyone's stupid, but everyone. Okay, not everyone's stupid, but everyone who's willing to yell at you about their opinion, which is everyone you talk to online, is like mostly stupid. At least 99% of them are. And I will stand by that.
Yeah, that.
I insulted a lot of people. I'm very sorry, but do something better with your time, like learning English more better.
It's a weird situation because politics are obviously like an important subject matter to be educated on, but man, you're really gonna like make everything about politics. Is your life actually miserable? are you a happy person?
I can't imagine anyone. It is very unfortunate because I can't imagine anyone who actually has politics as anything related to politics as a job or a career. I can't imagine that they're not miserable, which is a shame because I think it's important that they're able to stay sane.
Well, either you're intelligent and everyone you talk to is an idiot and you're miserable, or you're an idiot and you don't understand a thing and you're miserable. There's no winning here.
Yeah.
Or you'll get shot.
Every time I step into thinking about or talking about politics, even for like a few minutes, like, is it really like this all the time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is this your life?
It's always actively terrible.
I was something that really fascinates me. The community. There's multiple internet communities, but this one's really mainstream. Like the glitch, like the indie animation guys that do.
Those
shows.
guys.
I don't really have any problems with their shows. I'm not interested particularly, but it's cool what they're doing. It's cool that they get like Netflix deals or whatever. But I'm really fascinated by the communities around it. Because the drama in those communities, the things that matter to them are like literal like high school or like gossip. Like one of them, the most recent one, Dangus is real into this because he's been like messing around with people on Reddit.
As he does, I believe that.
But he found a really baffling drama with one of the voice actors where like it was like fairly tame, sort of offensive adjacent humor where somebody said something that sounded like the N-word and the voice actors were laughing like in 2019, and a bunch of the modern fans like dug that up and this is like what matters to the community is that this happened in 2019. This is the stuff that's like that you have to publicly address.
I can't believe they've done this.
But no, where I'm getting at this with this is like at like a panel, one of the fans referenced that moment and made a joke about it, and the company glitch. This is such a big deal to this community that the actual official glitch account made a big statement about like a singular fan that made a slightly uncomfortable comment at a convention. Like, is this really like the? Do you spend all
like
your
other people
entire
nervously
life
sweating?
in fear?
Get angry.
Is your?
Some people want to get angry. They get bored.
I just don't get. I don't get how you lack that much self-reflection that you can't see that this is making you a less happy person.
Yeah. Actively thinking about how much you hate something makes you sad. That's why like I want to make videos not about like I hate this game, I hate that game, but like why you enjoy certain games, why you love gaming as a art form. That's fun.
I'm sorry. I just have to bring up my stupid joke where every time someone brings up Glitch or Digital Circus or whatever, my closest connection as like Fanbase fandom connection to any of that was Minus World.
I always forget that's the dang SMG4 guys that I found because they were on Nathaniel Bandy's featured channels.
Yeah, because I assume most of us have watched like at least a little bit of SMG4 when we were kids, and then
Minus World?
Minus World was it's like Normal
Nathaniel
Boots
Bandy,
but with
Nico BBQ.
Nathaniel Bandy and a bunch of other YouTubers.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course, SMG4 and Luke and Kevin, from Hobo Bros, when that was the thing as well. And then they founded Glitch, but they were a part of Minus World, and that was my primary exposure to them, and it's just so funny because they barely even upload as a group anymore. But when I was in middle school, that was like my favorite group of YouTubers.
I really wish that I was in the target audience for Glitch, because it really is like quite the triumph of everything I'm
it's insane how popular they've gotten.
It's incredible, and I really respect like what they're doing. But man, clearly I am not the target audience, because the audience that they attract is not me.
I'm happy that you're succeeding, but I'm not a part of your success.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate the culture of like intentionally fostering a fan base like that, and like setting the precedent that this is a normal way to respond to things by like actively like giving in and like constantly making statements about every little issue. It's just not a good way to like formulate a community. You're not. It's a bad precedent to set.
I spend a little bit of time online, just a little bit, and I've noticed
infrequently.
Yeah, I've noticed over that when it comes to fan bases or like fan communities, how they interact with the thing is very it has a lot to do with what you make them come to expect. There's of course, the Nintendo community is very multifaceted. There are tons of different sub layers of it, but the Ventus one, like the Ventus group,
oh god.
I think of that as like it's just something I've been thinking about. I think of that as like the New York ones, the guys that get hyped over directs, and
the day one launch.
Yeah, the day one launch guy, like Chicken Dog.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Friend of the show.
I was like never really a part of that side. I like peek in every once in a while, but really cool guys. But some people in it, like the more just random commenters and stuff, they sort of like the way they approach Nintendo Directs has gotten a bit ridiculous, where because they've come to expect Directs as we gotta get hype, and this is the most important thing about being a Nintendo fan, is getting hyped about Directs. It's gotten
to have fun.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit ridiculous.
I mean, at least that's something where people are enjoying things more than they usually would. At least that's not
right. That's it's good. It's also
not bringing down your mood.
I think about it.
If you put your hopes too high and it doesn't reach.
Well, yeah, it gets to the point where they're expecting a direct like every month. It's like, guys, I think my theory is that they announced the Nintendo Today app at the at the end of one of them so they could stop doing directs to consolidate more news into a single day. That's what I think they're doing.
It's literally
So-
take this advice from a guy
Sorry,
with
to
200
disappoint.
subscribers. If you are a YouTube channel that's growing, you need to treat your audience like you are raising children. You are the one that puts your foot down and decides what you're allowed to talk about. You know,
Yeah.
you're the one that makes the rules. If your audience makes the rules, you are going to be trapped.
Yeah, I don't even know why I was think of it as
does
a
that well.
I don't even know why I think of it specifically as a like the CND community side of it, because that's really not the case. It's more so just in general. I guess what I picture in my mind is just the people freaking out at the Nintendo New York store.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
You know, I think like
No,
it's really nice when you can find a community that like is very like, you know, Markiplier and Markiplier's like community is awesome. They're all reasonable people, I think. Not all of them, obviously, but like when Mark does something cool, he's like, "Hey, dude, can you do this thing to help me out?" They just do it, and like they do it reasonably.
Yeah.
They don't act obnoxious. They don't like annoy anyone. They just do it like a polite citizen, and you're like, "Wow, why is it so hard?" Markiplier is awesome.
yeah, it's I don't know. Fan bases are interesting. It's an interesting subject matter to think about.
Something that I always like to think about, that I'm both hoping for and not hoping for, is I think it would be really funny if Familial Gent garnered like the stereotypical like indie animation fan base that gets upset about everything and takes everything super seriously. Because Familial Gent we're gonna take it in so many different directions. There's gonna be episodes where we pretend to be serious, and that's just the bit. I just really want to see people that genuinely think we're trying to do deep things with these characters and like look into all their actions and they're like, oh, if Geeter did that to me, I would not be happy. I would put my foot. There are people like that who watched Smiling Friends, where people were like digging really deep into like a mean thing that Charlie said. Specifically, there was like a moment with his girlfriend. It was just like a bit, because that's what the show is. It's to make you laugh. Of like he was like consistently like telling his girlfriend, you never touch me like that again. You don't, just being like very very rude and dismissive, and people took it incredibly seriously, like it was supposed to be this serious moment, and not just like a one-off bit that you're not supposed to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is a weird thing with interacting with like a show or something that's supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, but like if it has the precedent that there is a lot of super very elaborate and intentional things going on with some of it, then people are going to expect that with all of it, and then they start looking in the wrong places.
Or like, here's a good example. Clone High. I'm a Clone High fan. I like the
Oh my
first
god.
season of Clone High. Then it came back, and that was exciting. The new writers were the fans of the show that took the parody drama from the parody show seriously. So the show just became what it's parodying, and like trying to make serious lessons about like relationships and like making there's a subsection of the fan base that hates Abe Lincoln because he's supposed to be like a parody of like the oblivious main character that doesn't know the girl has a crush on him. And people like took that seriously and thought he was being really mean because he was oblivious.
No.
So in the second season, where those people were the writers, they were treating it like a super serious thing, and everyone was talking about Abe like he was a bad person, that he needed repercussions for his actions, and it sucks. because it's a really funny show in the first season. And then it got the opportunity to come back, and then it wasn't. It was so bad. It's
a show came back with the same name, but the show didn't come back.
Yeah. Also, the new character designs are just kind of not in the same art style.
Didn't they like write Gandhi out of the show?
Yeah, they wrote Gandhi out, the best character, which that was a potential thing that could have happened from the beginning, because that was the reason the first season got canceled to begin with. I never understood that.
I don't like this one.
Because
Gandhi.
I mean, I people treated it like it was such a big thing of like making fun of Gandhi. This it's just a clone of him. It's a guy with a different life with different experiences, and also it's Clone High, so it's not that serious.
It's also a cartoon show.
Yeah, he's also a cartoon character.
I don't know if they noticed that. I think that passed over their heads. Can we end this episode?
Okay, I have the perfect way to end it. Yeah, I like how we were like, yeah, an hour and a half is a good length. We don't have to have it be 2 hours every time, and here we are.
Well, we're gonna cut out the whole section where you started like saying slurs. So
right.
It'll probably slightly
it'll be a little shorter. I have the perfect way to end it. So, my ending bit is an impression of George. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Bro, dude, check Nintendo Music. All right, you ready? I'm gonna open the app. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna turn my camera on.
Making fun of George. Wish you still recording cameras?
All right.
No, I never started recording cameras. I just recorded all of our audio on OBS.
This is it. We're gonna find out what it is on the Monday night. All right. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's Mario Tennis Aces, guys! Oh, I don't know if you would actually be excited by that or not, but there you go.
Well, you just dated this. They now know when we recorded this. Well,
all right.
Today is April 27th.
Yeah.
I live. Hey Siri, what is time we got to home address?
All right, and
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Shush.